And I think it may be something that a lot of people may not realize how critical it is, or just what that process looks like. So the first speaker that we have coming up, he is the owner of I Inspect Home Inspection. Um, Mr. Chris Perry is going to be speaking with us about the inspection process. So without further ado, I will turn it over to Mr. Perry.
All right. How's everybody doing? Once again, my name is Chris Perry. I'm with I Inspect Home Inspection Services. And today I want to talk to you about the importance of having a home inspection. And like he was leading into it, it's a home inspection is a very important part of the process. I'm the person that comes in after you and your realtor has gone out and you found the property that you wanted. You made an offer on that property. Well, before you proceed forward with it, it's recommended that you do get a home inspection. And why do you need a home inspection? There are hidden things. There are things that you may or may not be aware of that's going on with the home. Once you've looked at the home, you've looked for a home, with say 3-4 bedrooms, 2-3 baths in the neighborhood that you want. Well, you want to make sure that that home is sound also. And as far as what the inspector is actually looking for when we're out there looking at the home, we're looking for things like the structure of the home. We inspect the interior, your exterior of your home, your roofing, your plumbing, your heating, air conditioning system, insulation. And what I pretty much tell everyone when, because I get that question quite a bit, is, what are you inspecting? Well, the simplest way for me to say that to everyone, because of all the different components of the home, is I just tell them, when you went to look at the home before you made an offer on the home, everything that your eyes saw, we inspect. A typical inspection for me starts before I even get out of the truck. I'm pulling in the driveway. I'm looking at the driveway. I'm looking at the landscaping, how the property is running, the grading of the property. There's quite a bit that, like I said, we're looking at prior to even getting out of the vehicle. And then, like I said, it goes from there. And like I was saying just a moment ago, the different components, the different things we're looking for, like I said, what your eyes have saw, plus things that your eyes have not seen. We crawl into your attic, we crawl up under your house, we get on top of your roof, and we're looking for all the different things when you're that a typical person is not looking for. Let's take your roof, for instance. When you pull up, you look at the roof and you say, oh, it looks good or it doesn't look good. That's the eye that you look at it. Well, from a professional eye, there's more to it than just the look of the shingles themselves. How does that roof flow? Is there anything as far as trees are concerned, tree branches, shrubbery that has grown up, vines? A lot of, for some reason, some people like to have vines growing on their homes, like ivy and things like that. Well, that can cause problems to your home. And like I said, take for instance your tree branches. If we have tree branches that are overhanging, touching the roof, well, at that point, you actually have a liability. And we do insurance, well, myself, I do insurance inspections as well. And take, for instance, those tree branches. Wind gets to blowing, the wind blows those branches, it scrape your roof, causes damage to your roof. Not only, just when a storm comes and a branch breaks off, but just typical wind blows, it's just sitting there going back and forth and scraping your roof and causing damage to that. So things like that, we'll recommend that you trim those tree branches as well. And I know one of the things that most people are most concerned about is how much does it cost to have a home inspection? Well, what I tell everyone and stuff, do not let cost be a factor on whether you get a home inspection or not. You're making 100,000, 200, 500,000 or above purchase. Do not allow a $300 to $500 inspection prevent you from getting that home inspected. And what I explain to everyone, if you think about it on this level, you hear about recalls on brand new cars, but you don't hear about recalls on brand new homes. But in both situations, both cases, man built the car. He didn't build it perfect. there's a recall on it. Man also built the house, doesn't make it perfect. So what I tell everyone and stuff is, you don't have those recalls. That's why you want that inspector to come in and find that thing that's not working and is not functioning, not installed properly. Because at the end of the day, we're human beings. Human beings make mistakes. It's not that, the builder may not be a great builder, but hey, we're human beings. Like I said, with the recalls on the car, like I said, with the cost of those and stuff, different inspectors use different criteria that they use as far as giving you a quote for a home inspection. Me personally, I use the age of the home, the location of the home, location meaning if it's outside a certain mile radius, of course I have to add mileage to my to the cost. Age of the home, like I said, is a major factor when it comes to doing a home inspection. A home that was built in 2021 will be inspected totally different than a home that was built in 1887. Different times, different era, different things that they used back in 1887, early 1900s, things like that versus today's standards. So there's a different cost when you're talking about age. Square footage, of course, when you're talking about an 1,100 square foot home versus a 3,500 square foot home, we price it accordingly. Crawl spaces make a difference if you're sitting on a concrete slab versus a crawl space. All these things play in a factor as far as what the cost of the home inspection is. So, if your friend, family member got a price for doing their inspection and their price was different than the one that you have, well, each house is different also. And so all those things play a part in what the cost is. And now, as far as when you're looking for a home inspection, I tell everyone the best thing to do is talk with a realtor. Reach out with your realtor. Your realtor has some referrals that they will have, referring inspectors that they've done business with in the past, and they understand this particular inspector versus this one, and they can recommend the better inspector for you. So what I tell you, ask realtors, family and friends who's had some experience with inspectors as well. When do you call out an inspection? What I tell you, the inspection, you call out the inspector right after your inspection, you call out the inspector right after your offer on the home has been accepted. And once they've accepted your offer, you have 10 business days to get the home inspected and get the information back to the home seller so that they can make the necessary repairs. And with that, I will be wrapping up. Any questions? So anyone, I guess we'll be doing that at the end of this call.